There we go. Now we can say hi. We are gonna play your game. Let's go and view it on the page. And let's play it. Bizarro, very harsh. Okay, so let's see what information we got. It's no download, it's just playable in a browser. Browser doesn't always go super smooth for me in Chrome, so I'm going to go ahead and just play it in Edge for that reason. So Z is shoot, space is jump, and the arrow keys or WASD is going to move me around. So tip, you could combine the spike object with the box object to discover a different tool. Your goal is to shoot the appropriate item to reach the end of the level. This was a solo project. Sound effects, music, art, and coding was done by you. Oh, that's cool. Even though the project is incredibly short and unfinished, I still wanted to share what I made. Now, you actually are an example I gave yesterday of how I think this is a perfect entry, even though it's just one level. Even though, as you said, it's unfinished and short. I really want people to feel they can still submit what they do. It's not a competition between people. It's a competition with yourself. You know, it's kind of like going on a run. You're trying to beat your own standards, you know, rather than worry about everyone else. So let's check this out then. So what was the name of the game? Toolerific, right? Okay, cool. So Toolerific. Wonder if we can go full size as well. Full screen, I'm trying to say, but full size. I like that transition. That's nice. Any button to continue. So I'll try and use the buttons that I got. Arrow keys, Z, and space. Ooh. Elisha would like that. When I press Z, the button flashed a color as well. Oh, we got music. Let me try and turn up this audio so people can hear it better. Let's make sure that the... Oh gosh, wrong button. Apologies. It's coming. Is it full? Ah, there we go. That is the problem. We can take this back to around 75 and then we can get Edge about 75 as well. That's fine. There we go. You can hear, since there's a solo effort where they did the art, the music and everything together, we might as well appreciate all elements of it. So, what have we... Okay, I can press Z. Z throws out one of those. So the first thing I'd say is the checkerboard coming down is a little bit trippy. I feel like I'm moving when I'm not. And I'm not too sure if it was like an intentional thing to make it weird, because you've got moving that way slowly and moving down at the same time. Okay, so we want to jump. Music's really good. It's got a proper, like, a vibe, like an old school platformer vibe, like a Sonic sort of, that sort of thing. Okay, so the screen shake is a bit much when you fire. Uh-oh. Oh, look at that lovely. Do you see the little crosses on the eyes for the animation when you die? A wonderful tip. Let's take a moment to really reflect on this. The tip was try not to die. Thank you for that. Shall we continue? Okay, let's go. Thank you. Okay, so let's not fall down the hole this time. So all we know at the moment is we can jump and we can shoot this pink thing. And it shakes the screen a lot when we do. So can I... Oh my gosh, I did the exact same thing twice.
Why would you do that?
Because I don't learn my lesson. So one thing I would say about the controller, either I'm terrible, which is quite likely, or it's not mouse driven. So,
Aww.
But there was some when you press on the title screen when I pressed.
The transition.
I said that. It's nice, isn't it?
Mm.
When I press the button on the title screen, the like it went in as if I pressed something, which I thought you would approve of as well. Okay.
Did you have to get the cute thing at the top?
So it says you can combine.
It's a companion.
It said combine the box with the spikes.
Companion cube.
So the only thing we can think of doing is shooting. Right. So now. Oh, I think I did it. Huh? I've got a spiky box.
Wow.
I like how it's combined those two things. So if we'll probably. I think he said it's only one level. So we'll play it again afterwards.
I will say that this thing throws me off. It makes me think we're moving up, forward, or something.
Said the exact same
did
thing.
you?
Yeah, no, it's worth saying. Unless it's going for an intentional effect, I would be cautious of using stuff like that because it can be a bit. It can just throw things away a bit. It just throws your, I guess, your movement off because you got sideways. You got the waves going as well, almost. However, what I was going to say, one of the movement things, it feels what you have in these games is they tend to be a bit forgiving. So if you jump when you're off the edge, it'll jump. But this one doesn't. This is really, if you're not on the edge, you will fall. We're going to really read the tip for the third time. Try not to die.
Dan.
Okay, I'll try. I'll try.
I don't know how more clear they can make it.
Maybe if it was larger text. So let's just do... So the star up the top left, now we know what the star is, right? The star is what our ability is. So we could probably, if I jumped up here, I can now throw spikes, I guess. Oh, I can still do that, which is handy. But I'd imagine... Does that mean I can die on my own spikes?
No.
Yes.
Well, why would you do that?
Try not to die, isn't it? I didn't follow the advice. I apologize.
It's okay, Cole. I would do the same.
Alright. Let's go. Transition's really nice though, right?
Mm-hmm.
The art is cool as well.
Yeah, it's just mostly that top bit that's going up.
Yeah, I think what I'd say is like the quality of the art is really good. But yeah, the decision to have the parallax stuff going on is a bit, it throws you off. And I don't know what, unless you want something specific from it, I would avoid it. I'd say the door looks a little less polished than the rest of it. But the rest of it is really nice. I like the highlights you've got on things.
What, you wanted a door handle on it?
No. No, I just kind of mean... I think you can just see the... I think it's because the lines are thicker. That's probably what it is. So you've got inconsistent line thickness. And I think it makes this stand out in a negative way. So that's something to be aware of. Yeah. Anyway, it's cool though. The music is really fitting. And I think you started to get something quite cool with the mechanics. So the fact... Oh, crikey, be careful. That we could just get a box. So I'm wondering... How can we use just the box? We can. And then can you jump on the box? Does it disappear after a while? It does. It's a lot of screen shake as well, isn't it? I said. Okay, yeah, so the box acts. So I guess one thing you'd want to consider with this is like, can you make... If it can last for a bit longer, or maybe there's another button to destroy it, or when you throw another one, it destroys the last. Just because it would open up the door, I could do more interesting things with this. I could jump on the block then, right? But I think what we'll do is we'll combine it. And then we've got our spiky block. So the idea of combining things together is good. I think you'd also want to... I don't know whether you'd want to think about the idea of how you can break things apart.
Yeah, but if you go to the next... There's no other level, right?
I don't think there is, based on what they said.
If you went to the second one, I was wondering if it would carry on that... You would still have that in your inventory to the next level, or is it going to reset?
Yeah, that's a fair point.
So then you'd have to think about what you had in the previous level that would help you in the next level.
But then you have the difficulty of how do you go back? Unless you can go backwards. Like
Then
at the
you'd have to
start, you
die.
go through the door. And you go backwards. That could work. Oh, yeah, but the level wouldn't be reset. You'd have to die. So then you wouldn't have to try not to die. You would try to die.
Wouldn't that be part of one of the loot?
I was just trying to play the game that we envisage by dying all the time, you see. See, I'm a smart boy. So, this is the level that wasn't finished, I think. Is there an easy mode? Asking for Dan. How rude. So, item plus item equals. I might have been missing a little bit of the UI. So, I don't think this level works. I just want to see, if I refresh it, does it say that?
Now, see, if they had the parallax with just that without the whatever grid at the top, it would have been fine.
See that effect? It's nice. See how he flashes after I pressed it? It's nice.
I totally wasn't looking.
I'm going to show you because I like it. And we get to see the transition again.
Enhance.
Transition.
Make it bigger.
No.
Zoom.
No.
Oh my god, I can't see.
Ready? Flash.
I didn't see it because you didn't zoom. Look, I'm wearing glasses.
Alright, just for Alicia, a fourth time.
Okay. Uh-huh.
Little pulse here to say, hey, you can do something, and then little flash.
I see it now because it was big.
We like that. It's a test level. Oh yeah, hey Tormod, nice to see you. So yeah, I think it's nice the idea that you need to use the item to get the key to unlock to the next door. You can see the idea of where you're going with it. And I'm really glad that you still chose... I'm going to close this so you can hear me. I'm really glad you still chose to submit, even though, as you said, that you didn't actually get to finish the whole game. I hope you had a good time making it as well. lots of cool stuff, and it's great that you did the art, the music, and the coding as well, because that's something I've tried to do in a game jam before, and it definitely gets difficult. To kind of try and wear all the hats, you have to really scope. So let's write some feedback on it.
What'd you learn?
Did you learn anything in the game jam? So really interesting start to a potential game. The idea of combining items you find in a level to interact with the environment. It's really neat.
Interesting.
I'm sure you could think of clever ways to use the non-combined and combined versions in order to get past certain past. Oh my gosh, I can't think. How would you spell get past? Would it be get past?
P-A-S-T.
Look at that, yeah. I would get started to doubt myself after I wrote it. In order to get past different points of the level. Congrats on completing the jam. Really glad you submitted, despite feeling it was unfinished. Music and visuals were fab. Only the parallax, or only the scrolling background effect. The only slight negative was the scrolling background effect. Awesome. So, user 189234, otherwise known as 105, thank you for submitting your game and taking part in the game jam. We enjoy checking out Toolerific. The idea of discovering different combinations goes with the theme well as well. So, yeah, good job. I'm pleased to have played it, and thank you for submitting the game. You got a thumbs up. Look at the size of that thumbs. It's bigger than my head.
Wow.
Or was it just closer to the camera? Who knows? We'll never know.